took my last video down for hate speech, so I'm not going to say anything. All I'm going to say is, under that sound, there's a bunch of videos of white women who are crying. And then when the beat drops, they stop crying, right? And the challenge is to show how convincing that performance was. I'm not going to say anything. All I'm going to say is, right? I'm not going to say anything. Right. Right.
All right, Shalom, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Racha, Kodash, double honors to the apostle and elders of the great millstone, peace and blessings to the elect. As you just saw, let me get rid of this real quick. Oh, come on now. Now you don't want to go away? All right, now it wants to ask you. But as you just saw in the video, there's this, I've been looking for this for a while now, but there's this trend going around on TikTok or Twitter or whatever, of white women, like you just saw in the video, pretending to cry, and then at the end showing how, like that you saw the Jake say in the video, how convincing they can be to. Come on, now this thing wants to act stupid. Salakia. There we go. They're trying to make it a good performance. It's a trend on Twitter going on, or TikTok, whatever it may be called. Pretending to cry, but you see, a lot of people have caught on to this and be like, this challenge or whatever that's going on is really showing how these white people, especially these women, operate. How easy it is for them to act, to cry in front of an audience and then act like nothing happened. You saw her, like you see the picture right now. On the left, she's crying and she looks very convincing, but on the right side, you see how it's easy for her to, play off like I wasn't serious, I wasn't really crying. That was all just fake tears, you know. See, and as you can see, it says internet culture. White women are now fake crying for this new TikTok trend. So it's a trend on TikTok. It's like some type of challenge. Now, I've been seeing this for a while now. I remember seeing that there was an article on this. I was trying to find it, and I finally found it. So Tawadi Habashimashah. It says a recent TikTok trend where white women fake cry is incurring widespread condemnation online. Earlier this month, a number of white women began posting video of themselves pretending to cry only to suddenly stop and smile. And though they initially saw it as an acting challenge of sorts, the trend has since kicked off a larger discussion about white women's historic weaponization of their victimhood against black people, right? And they're going to mention people like Emmett Till. It says from criticism about its tone-deaf nature to post about Emmett Till's murder, of all the crying was rightfully panned for its complete disregard of the innumerable black people who've been subject to violence as a result of these crocodile tears, right? So this is what we try to tell our people all. Now, this is mostly dealing with the Edomite woman, but this is in general for women. This is how, because you see, it doesn't just happen with the Edomite women, the so-called white women. Any woman can do this. It's not just the so-called white women. It could be the so-called black woman. It could be the so-called Chinese woman. It could be the so-called Indian woman. It could be any woman. It's just the so-called white woman. She does it the best. And second to her would be our women, the so-called black women. But this doesn't just fall just on white women. This could be any woman that could do this. And that's what these women do. They'll fake cry in front of you, but really it's all an act. And they're very good with that, as you can see in the video. But since we're going on, Esau Edom, and right now they're showing themselves, right? I'm gonna bring up a quick precept real quick. This is Sirach, or the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." Verse 11, "Though he humble himself and go crouching," and that's what these white women do. And as you can see in the video, or like they said with Emmett Till, how they humble themselves, they cry in front of, in front of the court audience and say, "He did this to me and he did that to me." But then what? It was all a lie. It was never true. It was all fake. Those, like they said, crocodile tears. It was all fake. I'll read it again. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed of him and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. Right. So even though these people may cry in your face and things like that, like the scriptures say, I believe it's Psalms 58 and 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go about as soon as being born speaking lies. So deception, deceit, lies, that's what these people are all about. It's easy. As you can see, when you saw the video with the white woman, I'll play it again, so long as it just doesn't act funny. You see how easy it is for them to just do that. Watch it.
I don't have anything to say except we've been new. We know.
So, right. See how easy she was crying? You saw the tear on her right side of her cheek or left side of her cheek run down, and then she just stops and acts like nothing and smiles about it because that's how easy it is for them. So if it's easy for the women to do it, how much more the men? And that's what we're trying to tell our people, that you cannot trust these people. It's easy for them to cry in front of your face and look sincere and to humble themselves in front of you. But really, like the scriptures say, Psalms 55 and 20, matter of fact, let me get it so I don't butcher it real quick. Give me 1 second. Right. It says Psalms 55 and 20. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So, yeah, when they speak to you, they may speak humbly, they may cry in front of your face, use their tears, but that's all to weaken you so you can feel bad. And then once that happens, just like you saw with that white woman, they cry right in front of your face, but then afterwards, everything was deceit. They'll smile behind your back and be like, I got this guy. I got him. So continuing on, let's go back to the, right, this is where we left off. It says white women have historically used their tears and false victimhood to accuse and vilify people of color, particularly those from the black community. One person tweeted, this trend is showing the ability to falsify emotions and manipulate others. This has a dangerous history. And she, as you can see right here, it says, I have just 2 words, Emmett Till. It's so many more and we do not know their names. One person posts right here, it says, trend, there is literally a book on this. It says white tears / brown scars. So while they pretend to, cry in front of you, say, oh, he did this to me, this causes a scar on our people. Their fake tears have caused pain to our people. Now this video really gets me because you can, when this, the eyes are the window to the soul. And when I look at this video, especially, you're gonna see that you can see the demon, especially on this woman's face. The other one, you can see the demon on her face, but this one, you can definitely see it. So I'm gonna play it real quick.
Turn it off.
You see that? See that demon? The minute she stops smiling, you could just look in her eyes and see the demon in her face, man. But like you said, and that music, that eerie music at the end as well, is just ugh. But as you can see, how easy it is for them to humble themselves, cry in front of you, but all was deceit.
Turn it off.
Slovakia. But that's what these people are known for, not just the women. It's very easy for the women to do that because, people get weak with women. Oh my God, she's crying emotion, but that's the woman's superpower. It's easy for her to use her emotions to be like, oh my God, he did this to me, and to, get you and deceive you. A little bit more. It says, just read a little bit more, and then that will be all. But it says elsewhere, some like activist Amani Barbin Barbin or Barbarian, hope I'm saying that right, wrote that this trend is chilling, it's more of a threat, while a second user echoed this sentiment by pointing out that the trend's popularity was proof that white women didn't understand why a lot of black people are most scared of them than anyone else, right? How easy it is for them to just do what they did. As a third person wrote, whenever I deal with anyone that appears to be a white woman, it's always really scary because I'm aware of the huge imbalance in power. It's so easy for them to cry or get upset, and and people will almost always take their side because of their privilege, right? Because the Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You know, this society is made for them, so it's easy for them to, for people to take their side. But yeah, that's mostly it. Just one more precept. This is the video I started off with. It says, they're telling on themselves now unprovoked. And that leads to the last precept, which is Psalm 64 and 8. It says, so shall they make their own tongue, Slakia, so shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away, right? So when people are seeing this, it's going to be like, yo, like they brought up the example with Emmett Till. It's like, yo, it's so easy for you to cry and then now just act like nothing happened, so that you it's showing how easy it is for them to lie and to deceive anybody. So something could happen between you and a woman. Like I said earlier, this doesn't just have to be white women, although this is specifically towards them to show you that, if the woman can do this, how much more that can the man do this? Are people believing in these senators and presidents and all that stuff? But you see how easy it is for women to lie. It's to cry in front of your face like oh my God, I'm hurt by what happened, only to really deceive you. Like the scriptures say, so shall they make their tongues to fall upon themselves. So right now, these white women are really showing that, yo, this is why we can't believe you, and this is why people in the black community are afraid to come near you, to deal with you or have anything to do with you, because a situation happens, you could blow it out of proportion with your tears and get what you want and have me killed or have me thrown in prison. And like one of the people said, it's there's other examples of that, of people we don't know, not just Emmett Till. And if you look up certain articles, yeah, there's been cases where white women have accused Israelite men of raping them, and these men have went to prison. And then years later, they come out of prison, and its evidence has been brought out that they didn't rape the women, and nothing happens to the woman. So you see, that's like, yo, you can't, so shall they make their tongues to fall upon themselves. And like I said, not just for white women, but women in general. See, stuff like this is what's making it hard that men just don't want to deal with you. What man wants to deal with a woman who has the ability to do something like that? Nobody, man. Nobody in their right man wants to deal with that. So, pray that this video is edifying, shed some light on stuff. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha Kodash, Shalom. Stay away from these white women, man. Stay away.